Hello and welcome to the channel. My name's Akiva and today we are jumping back in with Alien Isolation. Now I do apologize, when I first recorded this my microphone was off, so it's a post-action commentary. You'll also notice that I am starting from a little bit earlier in the memory. That's just to, make sure that we don't really miss anything. It does skip at the very beginning, where all we did was learn the movement controls for the memory, but yeah, we'll go through and see what we have going. And as you can see, we've just got some rocks, some ash, some more rocks, some steam from a possible volcanic activity, showing that it's a living planet early in its development, I guess. And we got people who just won't move out of my way. Move, you. Just, God damn it, move! Thank you. Movement is just a little slow, but we'll get over it. We'll catch up to this guy. We'll get past him. One thing that I hadn't quite realized was that this is actually the planet from the first Aliens movie. Well, first and second, technically. So, I mean, if you guys haven't seen it, I really suggest you do go see it. They're from the 70s, so they're a little campy now. But, they're still really well written, and for the technology of that time, it's a really good movie. Really good story as well. I'd like to see what they could do with a complete reboot. And I don't mean the frickin' Prometheus. That needs to be disavowed, done away with, and forgotten. That was bad. One thing that I never understood was all this organic material that we're seeing in the hallway. Anytime that the xenomorphs take over a ship or a building or anything like that, they start laying it all down. I just don't understand where it's all really coming from. I know they've got blood, acid for blood, and all of that. And then you've got that big old thing there in the center, which is what they drew inspiration for the Prometheans, or whatever you want to call it. The Forerunners, Prometheans. Different games give the origination race different names. Climb on up. Get your heavy-suited ass up there. There we go.
It was a life form.
But
it's our property. Salvage rights.
Never understood what that really was supposed to be, because I mean, it looks like it's all part of the console, and if so, how did you get in?
Have a look around, see what else is here.
If it's not, why isn't there a more clear definition between what's the seat and what's the pilot?
But that's not all. You're not gonna like this.
What is it?
The tracks lead here.
Then trying to sit there and figure out where to go. The Nostromo. So this is after the first movie has taken place, but before the second movie has taken place, which we already knew, because it said 15 years after the first
Let's find out.
thing was going on.
And shut it off. Don't want anybody else finding this place.
Down we go.
Heist, check out the cavern below.
Locate the distress beacon.
What is this? I've never seen anything like it.
It's a nice big cavern, though. They never really expressed the size of this alien ship in the game or in the movie. But I think that would have been a nice shot to see clearly how big this ship really is. I mean, you get a sense that it's huge while you're playing, but you don't really see much of it. There's more of these hallways. More of this mist. Stumbling along. And a nice big glow.
Found the beacon. I'm gonna check it out.
Now, see, if I walked in somewhere and I saw, you know, it looks like fumes coming off of that, you know, those pulses. Yeah, it's not really something I want to touch. And then it's got that little force field looking thing. He just reaches his hand right through. I'm surprised he didn't lose the glove, and therefore most of his oxygen through the arm. But whatever it was,
What happened, but the beacon stopped broadcasting.
shut it down.
Marlowe, you have got to see this.
Not sure how he knew to do that.
On my way.
This confused me. Return to the winch. Well, what winch? We never saw one in the first place. And of course, there's no map, so we don't know where to go. So we'll just follow down the hall. Lead us by the hand, I guess. And that thing was tuned to the beacon, which is no longer active, so that's useless to us. No actual weapons, but that's what you get for being a civilian. And how does that navigation thing actually work? I mean, there's no windows or anything to look out of. So, I mean, what are you gonna do? How get up there? There you go. That's just a weird reflection anomaly. Everything bending at the edges. And everything's so touchy. Gotta be in the exact right place to use the winch. Alright. Here we go. All connected. It's a go! And down we go. Seeing the last of the safety of that area up there. Can't really look down to see where we're going. But in those bulky suits, you know, it sort of makes sense. Then we get the view of the eggs.
Oh my god.
All that mist. Now, in the movie, it made it seem like it was the entire length of that area, and not just the section right here in the middle that had eggs. But I guess they wanted to make it a little smaller for the game. And hazarding a guess at this time, during the playthrough I'd said that it's probably that guy that was kneeling down next to the egg that gets a nice friendly hug. And I'm sorry, in what world, well, other than obviously the alien isolation, do you see something like that just open up and you like, hey, let me stick my face in it? But I guess that's what these guys get for not being scientists or having any common sense whatsoever. Makes it excellent for the face huggers inside. But bad joke, I know.
I want to know more. Everything. Where's your ship?
And now we're back on Sevastopol Station, back in Ripley,
Want more? Then you need to get me out of here.
talking to this
Not
guy.
happening, Marlowe.
Is that right?
Of course he wants out of the jail.
Wait. My board in the Tech Spire just lit up like a Christmas tree. It's here.
I mean, he's sitting there doing nothing, he's essentially bait.
Whatever's happening, I want in.
Okay, this way.
By the same token, though, if anyone remembers the line from Alien Resurrection, the movie, you know, there's a lot of people here, that's where the meat is. That's where the alien's going to go. Yay, the flamethrower. Well, maybe not quite yet. It's not in this room, but We have some things we need to pick up first anyway. Was that the flamethrower over there? I don't remember. And it's only been, a few minutes. Oh no, that's right. That's right. There's the flamethrower.
Let's hope this thing works.
Yes, I'm silly. I know. Don't mind me.
Animals are afraid of fire.
I hope you're right.
The weapon that I've been waiting for since the beginning of the game. And then, of course, got to pick up as much as I can so that I can create some things. If I can remember which button brings up the menu. Come on, Akiva. It's not that hard. See what I can make. I do have a problem in that even though I make some of this stuff, I don't use it as often as I should. Something I need to do more often of using. Craft a flashbang. I think here in a moment I create a smoke bomb as well. I really like the Molotovs though. The Molotovs are useful. Now that I've made those, pick up parts to replace what I've used. I don't know why I turned on my flashlight. Revolver ammo, yay!
I've got a plan to trap it. Take a transit car and meet Ricardo in the Tech Spire. I'll coordinate from here.
And he has a plan to capture it. Yeah, that's no bueno. But it says that the hostiles are nearby, and just yet another reference to the fact that there are people that aren't you nearby. First trap gone. If you guys want to read it, feel free to pause, because I know I don't stay on them very long. The arrest sheets. Nothing in audio, and nothing in the utility, so not quite useful. But hey, I got a sensor out of it, so there was a point to going there. See what else I can make. Now, I don't know if the smoke bombs are actually useful against the xenomorph, because they don't have eyes, so their vision is based on something else. So I don't know if smoke is actually useful. This is me just figuring out where to go. Back to the trains. Look at the smorgasbord, all prepared for the xenomorph. You know it's going to be going through there at some point. Either capturing or killing everything. And the only reason why they would capture is to make more xenomorphs. And don't run, crouch. Crouching is good. Slow is safe.
I've sent your guy Samuels to android processing. Once this thing's dead,
And then sending Samuels to android processing. Now, one thing that surprised me here, at least in my memory of what we've done so far, maybe I missed something, but nobody has mentioned that Samuels is a synthetic before this. So, well, there we go.
All we can do now is kill that fucker.
But they mentioned, throw out there that he's a synthetic. No one seems surprised. But that's okay. It's something that we figured out and pieced together long ago. So I guess it's good on the game that they didn't try to insult our intelligence. Go ahead and activate that tram over there. Come on, move forward. There we go. Call the tram. Then we sit and wait forever for the tram when there's no danger. I mean, believe me, it could have made for an interesting, an intense thing if while we were sitting here waiting for that tram, the xenomorph was wading through all of those people over there, and we knew about it. But I don't think either happened. If it happened, we didn't know about it. I mean, they didn't even include places to hide in there. So that would have made it really intense. Open the doors. Moving in. I just move so slowly because I'm crouching all the time. But it is the safest way to do so. So head over to the Tech Spire. And here we are in the Tech Spire. Now, when I first got there, I hadn't realized it, but we'd already been in the Tech Spire once. Make sure that the flamethrower is at the ready. But you'll recognize it when we first get in there. Well, maybe not first get in there, but when we get into the main area. Or closer to the main area. And there goes the xenomorph. Up in the vents. Nice and safe away from me. Now, if you had gone into this area and hadn't opened that up, some of the lines in here may be a little confusing, like, well, how did they know? But I opened it up, so. At one point, Ripley says that the creature is there. I don't know if there are audio cues aside from that little banging in the vent, which, honestly, since this place is falling apart, could have been anything. You know, if you're trying to delude yourself. But it is a horror survival situation, so obviously it's going to be the monster. And here's where I realize where exactly we are. I'm like, wow, they gave me a lot of the map. Well, that's because I've been here before. Gotta stay away from being under the vents. Even if there's no drool coming down from it, I don't ever trust the vents. Because the xenomorph can move incredibly quickly through the vents.
Like a graveyard, huh?
A lot faster than a human could.
The creature's here.
And more rounds. More ammunition. Yay. And of course this will give me more stuff to make. Can never have too many first aid kits. Make the EMP mine. Great against the synthetics, and honestly I think the synthetics are more of a threat simply because there are more of them at this time. And looking over here, can I get to the mainframe? No, that door is locked. That's right. Couldn't remember why I couldn't go through that door, and then look over, oh yeah, it's locked. As everybody heads off to their different stations. Second guessing myself there for a second. I do that far too often as well. But, you know,
Wait,
it's,
creature.
I'm not a
How
good
will you
gamer,
seal
so...
it in?
Ha.
The lab was built to process high-value compounds dredged up from the gas giant. Piracy precautions are still in place. The tower
I'm glad they explain
vents,
here
doors, everything.
how the plan is supposed to actually work.
Creature, then Ricardo locks it down.
I still don't understand why they just don't, once we have confirmation that it's in there, lock everything down, figure out the specific vent space that it's in, and then use that vent to just, you know, shunt it into space. Got movement of it in the vents again. Make sure there's nowhere for it to pop out behind me. And there we go, mainframe systems. And this is actually getting pretty close to where we'll go ahead and call it. We'll actually get into the mainframe systems and lock down everything in the next episode. So if you guys liked what you saw, feel free to hit that like button and share it with your friends and family. It will help grow the community and we can all party together. If you want to see more from me, hit that subscribe button. And, you know, if you want to be updated faster than YouTube is updating everybody with the sub boxes, follow me on Facebook and Twitter. I will alert you there as soon as I have everything uploaded. And until next time, I am going to head over here and hide in the locker. You guys kick back, relax, and enjoy your games. Bye-bye.